Barcelona is one of Europe's most visited cities, but it's also one of the easiest to experience completely wrong. Too many travelers follow the same routes, stop at the same overcrowded spots, and leave without ever seeing what makes this city truly unique. Barcelona isn't just about landmarks. It's a city shaped by bold architecture, layered history, and a culture that blends seamlessly with everyday life. In this guide, we'll go deeper, exploring not just what to see, but how to experience it properly. Few buildings in the world are still being built more than a century after construction first began. The Sagrada Familia is more than Barcelona's most famous landmark. It's one of the most ambitious architectural projects ever undertaken. Designed by Antoni Gaudí, construction began in 1882 and continues today. Parts of the basilica, including the Nativity facade and crypt, are recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. What makes the Nativity facade so compelling is the story it tells. Built between 1894 and 1930, it is the only part of the basilica Antoni Gaudí lived to see completed. Dedicated to the birth of Christ, it is filled with sculptures of people, animals, and plants that celebrate the Nativity and the wonders of divine creation, reflecting Gaudí's belief that nature was the work of God. The facade faces northeast, welcoming the rising sun as a symbol of the dawn of Christ. In stark contrast, the Passion facade is far more austere, with sharp lines and bone-like columns symbolizing suffering and sacrifice. Created to represent the final days of Christ, its dramatic angular sculptures portray scenes from the Passion, including the Last Supper, the betrayal by Judas, and the crucifixion. The result is a powerful and emotional facade that stands in deliberate contrast to the warmth and celebration of the Nativity facade. Inside, the space transforms completely. Columns rise and branch like trees, engineered using precise geometric calculations, while light filters through stained glass in shifting colors that change throughout the day. It's one of the few interiors where the structure doesn't just surround you, it changes how the space feels as you move through it. Gaudí himself is buried in the crypt beneath the basilica, making this not only his masterpiece, but part of his personal legacy. Before you visit, it's worth planning ahead. Entry tickets frequently sell out, and many people only admire the basilica from the outside before moving on. But the interior is an essential part of the experience, and the timing of your visit can completely change how it feels. Earlier or later in the day, the atmosphere is calmer, and the colored light streaming through the stained glass is at its most dramatic. At first glance, Park Guell feels like a colorful viewpoint, but it was never intended to be one. Originally planned as a private residential estate, the project was never completed. Today, it is one of Barcelona's best-known attractions and forms part of Antoni Gaudí's UNESCO-listed works. As you approach the park, one of the first things you'll notice is the colorful mosaic lizard known as El Drac. Over time, it has become one of Barcelona's most recognizable symbols, and a perfect introduction to Gaudí's playful and distinctive style. One of Park Guell's architectural highlights is the hypostyle room. Intricate mosaic medallions decorate the ceiling, while below, rows of towering columns support the terrace above. The space was originally designed to serve as a covered marketplace. Climbing above, you'll reach the park's famous terrace, where sweeping views stretch across Barcelona. Its colorful mosaic bench is one of Gaudí's most recognizable creations, designed to combine comfort with spectacular views. The colorful surfaces throughout the park are created using trencadís, a technique of assembling broken ceramic fragments into intricate patterns, turning discarded materials into something entirely new. Even the pathways and viaducts are designed to follow the natural contours of the land, blending architecture into the environment rather than imposing it. Take the time to explore beyond the famous terrace, and you'll discover quieter paths, elevated viewpoints, and hidden corners that many visitors simply miss. Among them is the Gaudí House Museum, where Antoni Gaudí lived for almost 20 years. Today, the house displays original furniture, personal belongings, and other objects that offer a fascinating glimpse into the life and work of the architect behind some of Barcelona's most remarkable landmarks. Along Barcelona's elegant Passeig de Gràcia stands Casa Batlló, one of Antoni Gaudí's most extraordinary creations. Its flowing facade, curved lines, and vibrant colors seem to change with the light, transforming an ordinary city street into one of Barcelona's most iconic sights. The building is often nicknamed the House of Bones, thanks to its skeletal columns and mask-like balconies. The roof is said to resemble the back of a dragon, with colorful tiles forming its scales, and a tower that many believe represents the sword of Saint George, the patron saint of Catalonia. Stepping inside reveals an equally impressive experience. Flowing staircases, colorful stained glass windows, and organically shaped rooms continue Gaudí's vision throughout the house, while carefully designed lightwells fill the interior with natural light. The visit culminates on the rooftop, where the dragon-inspired roof and sculptural chimneys can be admired up close, offering a completely different perspective of one of Barcelona's most celebrated landmarks. Just a short walk from Casa Batlló stands another of Antoni Gaudí's architectural masterpieces. Better known as La Pedrera, Casa Milà presents a completely different interpretation of his work. Its flowing stone facade and twisting wrought iron balconies give the impression that the building has been sculpted by nature rather than constructed by hand, making it one of Barcelona's most distinctive landmarks. Stepping inside reveals bright, open courtyards designed to draw natural light deep into the building. Their colorful walls, decorative ironwork, and organic shapes immediately show that Gaudí approached the interior with the same creativity as the exterior. Visitors can then explore the apartment, where original furnishings, period decor, and carefully restored rooms provide a fascinating glimpse into upper-class life in early 20th century Barcelona. Throughout the apartment, Gaudí's flowing plaster ceilings, gently curved walls, and thoughtfully designed living spaces reflect his belief that beauty and practicality should exist side by side. Before reaching the rooftop, the attic houses an exhibition dedicated to Gaudí's life and work. Beneath more than 270 distinctive brick catenary arches, interactive displays explain the inspiration, engineering, and construction techniques behind many of his most famous buildings. The visit concludes on the spectacular rooftop, where sculptural chimneys and ventilation towers rise above the city like silent guardians. Their striking forms have become one of Barcelona's most recognizable sights. La Rambla might be Barcelona's most famous street, but it's also one of its most misunderstood. Stretching from Plaça de Catalunya down toward the waterfront, it follows the path of what was once a seasonal riverbed. Today, it functions as a central artery through the city, constantly in motion and filled with activity. Street performers, including the well-known living statues, line sections of the boulevard, while kiosks, flower stalls, and cafes create a continuous sense of movement and distraction. Just off the main route sits La Boqueria, one of Barcelona's oldest and most famous markets. Inside, colorful stalls are packed with fresh fruit, cured meats, local cheeses, seafood, spices, chocolates, and freshly prepared tapas, making it one of the city's most vibrant places to explore. Further along, the facade of the Gran Teatre del Liceu comes into view, one of Europe's leading opera houses and a reminder of the street's cultural significance beyond its modern-day crowds. Even beneath your feet, there are details that are easy to miss, including the circular mosaic by Joan Miró. One useful tip is not to judge Barcelona's food scene by the restaurants lining La Rambla. Many cater primarily to tourists, so it's worth exploring the nearby side streets or La Boqueria itself for a more authentic taste of the city. Beneath Barcelona's Gothic quarter lies a history stretching back more than 2,000 years. Built upon the ancient Roman city of Barcino, parts of the original Roman walls can still be seen among the surrounding buildings. Over the centuries, medieval streets and buildings grew over these foundations, creating the atmospheric maze of narrow lanes that defines the Gothic quarter today. At its center stands Barcelona Cathedral, its impressive Gothic facade drawing the eye upward with intricate stonework, pointed arches, and soaring spires. Stepping inside, the noise of the surrounding streets quickly fades. Soaring stone columns and ribbed vaults reveal the cathedral's immense scale, while light filters through the cloister's Gothic arches and stained glass windows. Deeper inside, visitors encounter the richly decorated crypt, ornate side chapels, and the cathedral's historic baptismal font. Beyond the main interior, the cathedral's cloister reveals a very different setting. A small courtyard sits enclosed by Gothic arches, often home to a group of white geese, a long-standing tradition linked to the history of the site and its patron saint. And for those who take the time to explore further, access to the rooftop offers a completely different perspective, where the intricate stonework and spires can be seen up close, with views extending out across the surrounding city. Moving through the quarter, the streets gradually open into small squares such as Plaça Real, where palm trees and arcades create a completely different sense of space compared to the narrow alleys surrounding it. Whether you're here for the history, the architecture, or simply the atmosphere, the Gothic Quarter remains one of Barcelona's most rewarding places to explore. Just a short walk from the Gothic Quarter is the Picasso Museum. Housed within 5 beautifully restored medieval palaces, the museum traces Picasso's artistic development, from his earliest sketches and paintings to works that reveal the foundations of the style that would later make him one of the 20th century's most influential artists. With more than 4,000 works on display, it offers a fascinating insight into both Picasso's early career and his lifelong connection with Barcelona. For one of the best views in Barcelona, head to the Bunkers del Carmel, at Turó de la Rovira, just north of the city. Originally built during the Spanish Civil War, these structures once formed part of the city's air defense system, positioned here for their elevated vantage point. Today, the site is managed by the Barcelona History Museum, helping to preserve its Civil War history. From here, the entire layout of Barcelona unfolds before you. The Mediterranean coastline stretches into the distance, while the distinctive grid of the Eixample district spreads across the city below. Visit toward sunset, and as the city lights begin to appear, the view becomes even more impressive. Barcelona is one of the few major cities where the skyline meets the sea. Barceloneta Beach is the city's most famous beach, with a wide stretch of sand and a lively promenade. Along the waterfront, you'll find a mix of restaurants, cafes, and casual beach bars, where you can enjoy food or drinks overlooking the Mediterranean. Showers, sunbed rentals, and lifeguard stations make it easy to spend the day here. The atmosphere is lively, especially during the warmer months. However, its central location means it can become very busy, particularly in peak season. Walk a little further along the coastline, and the atmosphere changes. The crowds begin to thin, the pace becomes more relaxed, and you'll find quieter beaches while still staying close to the city. While Barcelona has plenty to offer, some of the most rewarding experiences lie just beyond the city itself. The surrounding region of Catalonia offers a completely different perspective, with several destinations reachable in well under an hour. One of the most striking is Montserrat, located just outside the city. Rising sharply from the landscape, its distinctive rock formations create a dramatic setting that feels far removed from Barcelona. At its center stands the Benedictine Monastery, founded in the 11th century and still home to a small community of monks. For centuries, it has been an important pilgrimage site, welcoming visitors to experience its remarkable history and peaceful setting. Reaching it involves a short train journey, followed by either a cable car or a rack railway climbing into the mountains, with the views gradually opening out as you ascend. Once there, walking trails extend further into the landscape, offering quieter areas away from the main viewpoints. In contrast, the coastal town of Sitges offers a completely different atmosphere. Located just a short train ride away, Sitges is known for its beaches, whitewashed buildings, and a noticeably more relaxed pace. The promenade runs along the coastline, while the old town sits just behind it, where narrow streets and small squares create a calmer, more intimate setting compared to Barcelona. If you have an extra day, leaving the city is well worth it. Whether you choose Montserrat or Sitges, both offer a different side of Catalonia, just a short journey from Barcelona. A few simple choices can make a big difference to how you experience Barcelona. Barcelona's transport system is designed to be efficient and easy to use, with the metro, buses, and trams connecting most major areas. Despite this, many visitors rely heavily on taxis, particularly when arriving, which can quickly become unnecessary and expensive. In most cases, public transport is not only more cost-effective, but also a more consistent and straightforward way to get around. Like many major cities, Barcelona has a reputation for pickpocketing in busy areas such as La Rambla and on public transport. Staying aware and keeping your valuables secure is usually enough to avoid any issues. We hope this guide helps you make the most of your time in Barcelona. Thank you for watching, and if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to Infinite Horizons for more travel content.